me. 7 ladies dancing, 8 maids in milk, and 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are looking. Go. Oh, calling birds.
Has two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
Four calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Good morning, Babz.
Merry Christmas. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if other music was going to start.
I didn't know whether to go all the way to 12 days, but
Well, we sang it beautifully last night, I must say. Last night was the first night of caroling, first night of a 3-night caroling extravaganza. So we started last night. It was lovely. So tonight we're doing it all again at 6 o'clock. And then Wednesday is the last day. Before
that's right.
the weather gets all bad.
You're out harassing people. I forgot.
I like to call it bringing cheer and goodwill. You say harassment, I say.
I'm trying to think. What are you supposed to do when people show up in front of your house caroling?
Singing. You listen or you sing with them. Oftentimes, you get your coat and jacket and mittens and you go with.
Oh. Yeah, that's not going to happen for me, but.
Or you stand at the door and you listen.
You know what I might do is I have a lot of leftover trick-or-treat candy.
Oh, that would be nice if you put it in Christmas little bags, Harry. No,
it would still be in a bowl. It's still in a bowl. A whole bunch of candy that my kids take as they come in and out the house still.
that worked. Listen, my girlfriend in Louisiana she dug out because she lives in a big giant house, like a kitchen. So she's pulling out all her Christmas stuff, and Harry, next to the Christmas was still the bowl of Halloween candy. So she drew a circle around it to point out in a picture, this is Halloween candy. Next to all the Christmas Santas and the angels. I was like, listen, you can't get rid of that stuff. I stick it in the freezer and get it ready for next year.
Yesterday here, they had somebody brought in these huge milk chocolate bars.
Are you in the office?
Yeah, I'm in the office. So it was like it's like people who are afraid to even approach those bars. They were so huge, and I was like, what are these bars? And they're like, oh, we don't know who brought it, but yeah, we don't know if we should open it. I'm like, just put it in the middle of the table, and everybody here will eat it.
Yeah, just you know what you do: slam it on the table, let it break up, and then open it.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
I mean, I can't eat it, so I'm good. But because Saturday and Sunday I'll cheat. Well, I shouldn't say cheat. I'll
don't say
indulge.
Cheat. Stop using that language.
Yeah, I'll indulge a little.
Yeah, because you got the point. So stop saying cheat. Oh, let me tell people, I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy.
Oh,
that's Harry Droz. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk. In case you just tuning in for the first time. And like, what the hell is going on here? What is this foolishness? What's going on? Harry, I got some really good news yesterday. Reverend Barber is coming to the Yale Divinity School.
I heard.
Harry, I am so, I mean, I'm applying to the Divinity School. And, I really would like to do the 2-year MAR program, Master in Arts and Religion. But I don't know, to spend time with him, I might consider a 3-year bid, for the Masters in Divinity. I don't want to preach nothing, but I like to spend time with him, learning under him.
Yeah, I mean, I could become a preacher.
I don't want to be a preacher, Harry.
What are you talking about, Babz? You are. You're on the radio every day. That's right.
All right. Hey,
right
I don't have the calling. I mean, I punch the hell out of people.
How do you get the call? Do you have to actually hear something from the sky?
I do think you have to hear. I don't know what you hear. I listen. Don't get me to talking about nothing.
Because I bet a lot of people in California yesterday heard a calling with that 6.5 earthquake.
Oh, did they have an earthquake?
Right off the shore of California, so they were worried about a tsunami.
So, Harry, what is the magic number of earthquake Richter scale that makes you say, I got to get the hell out of California? What is that number?
Oh, it's like Florida, right? How many? I mean, remember, Florida is built on a swamp, right?
Yeah.
So how many sinkholes can you have?
Like, what is the number of alligators you got to shoo off your property, or bears, or snakes, or iguanas, or whatever the hell? Like, what is that breaking point that says, I got to get out of here? But you know what keeps people in Florida, Harry? The weather.
Yeah, I know. It's, when I got off the plane in Florida, when was it? Friday
you were
evening.
Like, I could get used to this.
It was 81.
I know, you were like, I'm
like, no, well, for me it was too hot because I had a jacket and I wasn't ready for Florida, but I got ready real quick, right? So before I went to the hospital, went to my hotel room, put on my summer gear. But yeah, I mean,
I was like, I'm ready for this.
It was crazy over there. I mean, I can't believe December and people are just hanging out in the street like that.
At the beach. And I don't know, Harry. I mean, I get it. I get the allure of that.
Yeah.
I get it.
I guess
when we come back here and it's like 20 degrees, you're like, oh my God.
I mean, me too, I get it, but I could only get it for about a week.
And then you're like, I'm over
it. I'm done. I can't be in the heat all the time. It's like, it's okay if your air conditioner if you stay inside, you're good. But who's going to stay inside in Florida?
I don't know what the happy meat. I got to find a place where the weather is nicer. I guess that's another country. Because I don't know where you could be in America where the weather, San Diego, but that's California.
Yeah, that's California. So
yeah, no.
You could get eaten up by the earth anytime. But actually, that's yeah.
What's that? Christmas card?
Christmas cards.
Look like you got money. Was there a Christmas party yesterday or the other day?
Well, it was yesterday, but I didn't know about it. I was here.
I knew about it, but when I looked at my calendar, I was like, I was on my way to get my nails done. Got my nails done.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there was a Christmas party at 1 o'clock.
I felt bad because it was the Secret Santa.
Oh.
But it was a different type of Secret Santa, where everybody just brought a generic gift and then you picked out of a hat, the order of gifts or whatever. So, but Paul's like, oh no, I brought something for both of us. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not taking anything because I didn't bring anything. So.
Harry, that's not how that works.
That's how it works for me.
So, I know, but it's not about you. You messing up the flow of what people have said. This is what we want to do. Nobody was expecting you to bring a gift. You had death in your family. So
but
just like They were including you because they understood your situation. So why can't you just respect that? I don't understand why you have to insert your own self into a narrative that has very little to do with you.
See, people are probably wondering, man, Babz screams at Harry a lot. But I love when Babz goes into mother mode. I love it. But she's like,
major loss. I don't think you were thinking, fly to Florida, make sure my mother's all right, bury my brother. Oh yeah, and Christmas shop for the office grab bag.
I know.
You
and by the way, I didn't answer any phone call or anything while I was gone. So the only person I responded to was Nora, because she needed help with the station. But
I sent you messages. I wasn't expecting you to respond though. Like, I just want you to know I was thinking about you.
Yeah, and I appreciate everybody who reached out. I just didn't, at the time, I didn't have the bandwidth to actually respond. I mean, I don't usually have the bandwidth, right, Babz?
on good days.
A good day. So, yeah. The worst day was the first day when I landed in Florida, that there was some problems here with the station and La Voz and all of that stuff. That was the worst, having like 20 phone calls and knowing I had to respond, even though I was sitting right outside the hospital room. But yeah, but everything went well.
Well, your focus is on a lot of things, and
yeah, that's
just what it is. I mean, that's just what it is. So,
But yeah. So I thank I was gonna say thank God, or thank whoever's God, whatever God you worship or follow, that there was no tsunami in California.
No.
Those are scary things when it's right off the shore. And
people have houses built right in the ocean.
Right. So I mean, thank God everything's well. This holiday, I was just reading the news. I was looking for good news, Babz. Looking for good news, but it's I
don't know if you're looking for good news. I'm gonna throw a flag on that play.
But I mean, it's hard to find good news. I mean,
it's not hard to find good news.
Scientists are saying that our magnetosphere was rocked by a coronal mass ejection. That's what I've been talking about, right? That you could lose all the electricity on the earth because the sun spits out a couple of things.
Harry, it is the Christmas season. Find me a Christmas
I'm trying.
Story.
It's insane.
Stop bringing me the world is close to its end.
Or
that's
Biden,
not a Christmas story.
Or Biden and Putin are finally agreeing on something.
What?
That a nuclear war may be coming.
Oh, Harry, that is not a Christmas.
I know.
Again, that's not, unless Putin and Biden had on Christmas hats announcing nuclear holocaust is upon us. That's not a Christmas story.
I'm trying here, Babz, but then all the shootings.
We had one yesterday in New Haven, 16-year-old boy.
Yeah. And that's in New Haven, around the state. I think around the state there were 3 yesterday.
And two families' lives are ruined because they gotta find out. They gotta find out who did it, Harry. Like, these kinds of crimes don't go, they rarely go unsolved, right?
I mean, I don't know what's left.
Find some good news, Harry. There's some good stories out there.
No good stories.
Yes.
I don't know.
We've been already accused of not being good. We got some good stories. It's the Christmas.
I mean, it's hard, Babz. All the stories I pulled up are bad ones. So it's kind of hard. I mean, a chain wielding dad attacks police.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
It's like insane. Oh, but this is an interesting. It's not. I guess it's a bad story, but in Germany, what hotel is it? There's a hotel that had, that had the biggest aquarium in the world. They claim to have the biggest aquarium in the world, the largest freestanding cylindrical aquarium tank in the world, and it suddenly burst. So
and I'm sorry, and the good news is what?
Well, it's a 5. Well, here goes the good news. It's a 5-star Radisson hotel that had a huge, aquarium that actually was declared that there was a minor tsunami when it burst. Right? So they thought they lost all the fish. They had 1,500 rare fish in there. And it turned out, listen to how big this aquarium was. It was 55 feet high and 38 feet wide. It was a huge tank. Anyway, so they were able to save some fish. They found them in the puddles in the street, flopping around, and they were able to gather them and save some fish and take it to the zoo.
Harry.
So that's a good story. They found they saved some fish.
I didn't.
It's a Christmas miracle, man.
I think you gotta go back and look up the word good story. Because I think somehow or other you missed the. Listen, here's a story. Employee immediately gives her favorite shoes to a man walking with boxes on his feet. Okay. Now that's a good story, Harry.
Okay, that's a good story, but now
she was a manager of a Minnesota liquor store, and she was surprised to come back from lunch yesterday to find walking around. The manager came back and found her walking in the store with just her socks on, because she gave her favorite shoes, a pair of purple retro Jordans, to a homeless man she saw strapping boxes to his feet.
Did they finish the story? Did she strap the boxes to her feet after she gave him?
No, she just had her socks on. She was at work.
Oh. Where was this?
In Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. So she has to go out and get frostbite herself.
Well, she got to get to her car.
Yeah. Minnesota. Oh, geez. There's an Arctic blast right now coming through there. And I've never heard the term bomb cyclone so much. There's a bomb cyclone storm that they're worried about.
I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with these words.
Could they not rename? I don't know if bomb cyclone existed until like 5 years ago that they started using it every time. Could they not rephrase everything to make it sound worse? Bomb cyclone? Please.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of good stories. These guys make edible cement from food waste, and you can literally add it to your gingerbread house.
Wait. Edible cement?
When you make a gingerbread houses, Harry. A pair of Japanese researchers have launched a startup that turns food waste into cement with 4 times better bending resistance. The potential applications are endless, and as well as being potential building material, the cement can produce any kind of simple object like teacups or chairs. But it's also edible and aromatic and biodegradable.
Okay, so if you're ever hungry, you could chip off some of your building and eat it.
I think this would be good in the apocalypse.
I know, right?
I think this would work.
Let's move to that city, Babz. This way we get hungry and there's no food.
There's no food. We just eat but then the building falls down, doesn't it?
Well, you do the streets out of the cement, and this way everybody will be fighting for a jackhammer.
So these kids, Tokyo University, Koto Machida, and Yuya Sakai are the brains behind Fabula Inc., a project to reduce food waste, help curb global warming, reduce pressure on landfills, and offer a new way of looking at production with their method of turning common types of food waste into cement that's edible and strong. You know, them Japanese don't play around, Harry. What are we doing in them? What are our scientists doing, Harry? What are our slacker scientists doing?
You know, I always say, because I've seen documentaries from the 60s of these steam engines and stuff that could run cars, and the technology never comes to fruition here in America, right? So it's like, what's going on? Does the government just eminent domain everything and don't allow people to actually, make their ideas help people? It's like the small buildings, right? For years we've been hearing, we're gonna create these small, houses, which Elon Musk went and bought one for $50,000, right? He lives in it. So, but okay, that's supposed to cure homelessness, but when is it gonna cure homelessness? When are we gonna ship these things?
I think it's called greed and will.
Right? It's like
greed and political will. You have to want to help people, Harry. Like you have to, just you know how we have roads? Somebody said, I think roads is a good idea. Now, I don't know if there was anybody saying, Harry, I don't think we need roads. I don't know what that conversation was like, Harry, about, well, I think we need roads. And somebody says, oh, we don't need roads.
Well, it's like, if you look at the Romans, there's still streets that the Romans built that are still
standing. Good. Yeah.
Right? So, but what did we decide? Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna make it so there's potholes everywhere. I mean, it's nuts.
We don't want that. We don't need no stinking good roads.
It's insane.
We don't want that.
And how long has that technology of the gingerbread house cement, been around? That thing's probably been thrown into some, in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, when they you looked at the warehouse and they put all the greatest technologies away somewhere. That's where all our technology is, in a warehouse.
I think you might be right about that, or in somebody's basement. Somebody's always working on something, Harry. That's somebody a few people know about because they're on the dark web. You know how the movies go, Harry. They got to find that guy that's holed up somewhere underground that's been working on this, whatever it is, for 40 years. He knows all the secrets to it.
Yeah, it's like when Nikola Tesla passed, the government went in and took everything from his safe. Now, we haven't seen any of his experiments since then. So what did he have in his safe? He probably had the cure for everything.
Here's a thought, Harry. Answer this truthfully. More than half of adults would welcome a pre-owned gift this Christmas.
Okay.
Would you?
I would. If it was a tech item.
Okay.
Where I could, do whatever I need to do to refurbish or I would welcome something like that.
Okay.
Will I welcome other stuff? I don't know. Only if I need it.
Like, you wouldn't take a pre-owned bathrobe.
No, because I don't need it. But if I needed it, socks, no. No, stuff that other people sweat in. I prefer not to receive, but if I need it, I would snatch it up, of course.
I don't know, Harry. I don't believe you. I don't care. I'm gonna throw a flag on that play.
But
right,
really,
I don't think so. I don't think you could take a pre-owned.
I think
maybe a vintage sweater or vintage, like something from your youth, like an 8-ball jacket, right? Remember 8-ball jackets? Like if somebody gifted you an 8-ball jacket, I think you could say yes to that.
Yeah,
I don't think you could say yes to anything beyond that.
It's hard. It's hard to think of, other people sweat on stuff. But willingly, I would willingly take something I need. I wouldn't. It's like I felt bad yesterday, right? Tom came into the office with a bouquet of carnations yesterday.
Yes, because we decided that we were going to give you flowers.
And I was like, oh, wow, I really appreciate it, but I'm not a flower guy.
That we know that. We don't care. This was for us. we weren't interested in what you wanted.
But I appreciate it. But then I told Norma, here, do whatever you need to do with it. Put it on wherever, the tables and everything. That's what she did. She cut the stems and prettied it up on the...
Yeah, we had this discussion, Harry Bo. I said Harry would like flowers, even though he wouldn't like flowers.
I mean, I appreciate the sentiment.
And that's it. That's all you got to say. Thank you. Thank
yes.
you.
I was very thankful. But I feel weird.
Yeah, I don't care. We don't care how you feel. You know how we feel, Harry? Happy to give you flowers.
There you go.
We was never thinking about your feelings. We just wanted to give you something to show our feelings for you. That's it.
There you go.
No matter what we would have given you, you would have had that same, you would have still felt the same.
That is true, because I tell people don't get me anything. Not because I don't.
You don't get to tell people that though.
But I do. I mean,
that's why we don't listen to you.
That's what I'm saying. They don't listen.
No.
But I tell them not to because my wife says I'm the worst receiver of gifts, right? So
I don't know why. Why are you the worst receiver? Why? What is that for you?
I'm not sure because I feel like I don't react the way the person who's giving me the gift intends
you probably
for me.
Don't like this whole flower conversation.
But I feel
Tom
horrible.
Brady didn't go steal them out of a garden. He stopped by a little shop, picked them up for a little bit of money, and said, "Please, we want you to know we were thinking about you through your time, of loss."
But I actually feel bad sometimes I feel bad when people give me gifts because inside my mind I'm already thinking, oh, you're not reacting the way they want.
Yeah, that's you gotta get on. You have to get over that. We can't help you with that.
But even my lovely wife gives me stuff and she's like, are you happy with your gift? Are you? And I'm like, oh, I love it. I just don't know how to react.
So why don't you just practice that? Practice your way into when somebody gives you a gift. Like, oh, thank you so much. This is lovely. Just practice.
Yeah. See, yeah. I mean, you're right because I do it for the girls, my granddaughters, when they give me something.
I love getting gifts, Harry.
You love getting gifts. See, and also, I tell people don't give me a gift so I don't have to give them a gift.
would never say that, Harry. I would never say, don't give me, you know how much I love gifts.
Because it's like right now, right? So I know in this envelope that Layla gave me with a card, I know she gave me something, a gift card or something. And I feel horrible because now I got to give her a gift, right?
No, that's not how that works.
Why? For me, it does.
She's not expecting that. I know, Harry, but you're just being selfish because you're just thinking about your own self. And that's not how that works. Stop thinking about your own self.
You're right. You're right. But you know what's funny is I don't shop, Babz. If I tell Karen, well, you know, I shop for my granddaughters, to be honest, right? So yeah, I overdo it every occasion that a gift is called for. I always overdo it. I can't help it. But like if I tell Karen, you need to get this person and this person, because she'll do it, because I don't want to give a gift where I have to think about it. Does that make sense? Because I think to myself, well, this is too intimate. This is too intimate. Everything. Like if I'm shopping for somebody here in the office, I'll go, this is too intimate. This is.
Harry, you know, you are exhausting.
I am.
I was like,
I am, because I'm always worried about the message I'm sending.
You spend a lot of time in your own head, man. Get out of your own head.
You're right.
You're crazy, man. You crazy.
That's what Karen says. She's like, oh my God, relax.
That's just crazy.
Let it go. She goes, just let me buy. Just
like,
you overthink everything. Just let me buy. I'm like, thank God.
And the person is like, I wasn't even wanting anything from you. I just want you to know I appreciate your presence, your pleasant. I appreciate your presence on this planet. You go into a whole thing.
You're right. It's like yesterday, Nora and Laura gave me a gift because they were like, you know, my condolences and how much you mean to us. And I'm like, I said, you know, I don't give hugs. I receive hugs plenty of times. People hug me. I don't usually hug back because I got issues. But I said, I'm going to actually give a hug this time. and Nora was like, oh, so you're giving a hug? I'm like, yes, this time. But you know how I am, Babz. You know.
I do.
You know.
The world look, the world is still standing.
If you remember, my favorite moment was when there was an issue here at the office that somebody needed comfort. And I locked myself in the studio. And thank God Babz came through the doors. I was able to hug that person and everything. I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, thank God for Babz. Oh my God. I didn't know what to do. I actually locked myself in the studio.
Harry literally was frozen.
Right?
I didn't know what was happening to him. I was like, what's wrong? Why are you freaking? Like, what is going on with you?
Babz is like, well, why can't you just come? Babz was like, why can't you just comfort somebody? I'm like, I don't know. I can't. I don't know how to do it, Babz.
And then Harry just moved out the way. He like disappeared.
It's too big an issue. I made it all about me.
As you are doing about all these things. You know, part of being human, Harry, is allowing other people to be human too. You know, part of being in love is allowing other people to be in love too.
Oh, right. So I mean, it's still a childhood drama thing.
Yeah, but you're a grown up now.
I know, but I never was able. You know, it was the never let them see you sweat situations. I
get you.
Never let people see your emotions. Never show weakness. So any type of intimacy is weakness to me, unless it's being shared with my family, like my granddaughter, my wife, and stuff like that. So it just, it's an issue with me still.
Yeah, I see it. But here's the thing I'm gonna offer you. And I learned this a good while ago. That vulnerability is really the key to happiness. Vulnerability is the key to, when you stand in vulnerability, when you say, I'm going to deliberately and willingly open myself up to the goodness, the graciousness, and the love of people and the way they feel, it's better for your life is better. Tear down the inner walls. Because that's really, you know what the Course in Miracles says? The Course in Miracles says, it is not your job to seek for love. It is your job to tear down all the barriers to love.
That makes sense, Babz.
It does. And you've done that on a lot of levels. I mean, you've been happily married for 30-something years, and you made a conscious decision to, like, whatever your behavior was, you removed those barriers so that you and your wife could move as a unit. Right? So that you did that. Correct. You decided, I'm not going to raise my children with the baggage of what my parents gave me. You consciously thought about this and did that. You did that.
I have.
And you become a better father. I mean, your children are good examples of having a father that was present.
Yeah, I've become a better everything by actually being present and also holding myself accountable for everything.
So holding yourself less accountable and hold yourself more open.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's openness. Look, I realize I'm blessed. I love the people I work with, but letting them know, like individual intimacy, that's the hardest part, you know.
Yeah. It's supposed to be hard.
It's supposed to be hard.
Because when you do it, you'll savor it all the more. Because then you'll feel like, you know what? I worked hard at this.
Like, you know, like I said, I'm not a hugger, but I could tell some people wanted to hug me and didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
with themselves.
Because you don't open that space for people.
Right.
I just kicked the door in. I'm like, I'm hugging you, Harry. you know what?
Right. And you have to be like that basically with me. Because I'm standoffish a little, so but I appreciate everything and everybody.
They know. They're gonna show it every now and again, Harry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna show, like, they know how you are, but they're still gonna, like, you know what? I'm still gonna show you, Harry.
Yeah.
That you mean this much to us. That's just how it goes. I'm just saying.
Oh, you see, we did some good Christmas talk there. But
I don't know if it's Christmas talk, Harry.
Considering all the stories that got pulled up.
I need you to work a little bit harder. By the end of the week, Harry, I want to leave this year with a sense of good stories.
Good stories. I'm gonna.
So we got from now until, what are we shut down Friday, Thursday? Friday. When do we Friday? So we shut down Friday. So by Friday, we should have really good stories. And we can't rely on Paul, because Paul's not doing word on the street for the next couple of days, because he's out there chasing leads and stuff.
Paul is gonna be doing his own word on the street Wednesday, so
yeah,
he'll inform us Thursday how that went. But I just want to read you all the titles, just the titles. So we're not gonna go into the stories of everything I got pulled up, right? So,
oh Lord have mercy.
Right, so the devastating shockwave, the coronal mass ejection, right? Then what was it? Chainsaw.
I don't think you can help yourself.
Right. Chainsaw wielding dad.
Oh, Lord.
Right? The gigantic aquarium that burst. Russian TV warns that the Russian troops will march on Washington. Those people are crazy. Respiratory illness in Connecticut on the rise. Large aggressive shark seen feeding on snorkeler.
Oh my God.
Deadly snake on a plane. Ooh. That you see that some movies are real. You see Samuel Jackson.
All right, this is the last day we're gonna run through these kind of stories.
Wait, look. North Korea threatens a military attack against Japan.
Oh God. You know, if they put up that biodegradable edible cement, I wonder if that could shut down bullets and stuff.
Well, you know, if you put that up, the poor North Korean hungry troops might just go and eat.
Yeah. That might win the war.
That's right. So, but we got to go over that. We'll go over this tomorrow. There's new Connecticut laws that take effect on January 1st.
Oh.
So we'll go over that tomorrow. But so Putin and Biden agreeing on nuclear war. Oh, thank God they're finally agreeing on something.
like, are they agreeing that nuclear war is bad?
No. That is a possibility.
Oh.
No. And of course, this one is good news, Babz. Now, I want to tell you this works. This works.
Oh.
The surprising hack that keeps mice away is putting peppermint all around your house. Peppermint. Now, this worked for me with when the neighbors brought roaches. The secret ingredient to all of the bug spray I was buying, I added peppermint oil to all of the bug spray.
Okay.
And sprayed it all over, and all the roaches disappeared.
You know, I hear that. I used to put peppermint candies down. That didn't work. So now I guess peppermint oil is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's good news for anybody having issues with rodents or even pests, any pests. They hate the peppermint smell. So
okay.
See, I had a good story, man.
That's I don't know if that qualifies.
Well, I did give you a Christmas miracle with the aquarium. They were able to save a handful of fish. Okay. That's a Christmas miracle.
Oh, okay.
1,500 fish.
Harry, you got, what is today? Tuesday? You got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to up your game.
I got some work.
And I don't want to hear a damn thing about nuclear. I don't want to hear, unless Putin has thrown up the white flag, I don't want to hear nothing about Putin.
I'll try to figure that out. You know what is good news? I found somebody to do coquito.
Oh.
Or, so I'll have coquito for my daughter and the people who drink in my family. And you know what? For anybody out there who doesn't know anybody who does coquito, Bacardi. No, Bacardi actually is came out with their own coquito mix. They're stealing the Puerto Rican coquito, but
stealing is the right word.
So they have their own Bacardi coquito. So anybody who can't find somebody to make it for you, go in.
I need a vegan coquito.
Yeah, I mean,
I need a dairy-free coquito. Yeah, it's vegan. I need a vegan coquito.
There's plenty of that.
Markeisha and I have been threatening to make one. Maybe I'll make one for our annual New Year's Eve shindig.
Yeah, just go on YouTube. There's plenty of Puerto Ricans showing you their mix. Everybody has a little different.
I have to use a good rum though. I can't use that janky ass Bacardi. Sorry, Bacardi. I mean, if you want to sponsor us, I'll drink it, but no.
There you go. If you want to sponsor us, we'll drink the coquito on air. So. Anyway, so I guess it's time to go.
Oh, is it? Oh, Oh yeah, not yet. We got a few more minutes before we but I have a guest this morning. You saw my
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I've got young man Tyler Smith, who is the CEO of Alpha Capital. And he does this thing. He made a fortune off of what is that? What is that called, Harry? Oh gosh, I gotta look it up. But he's 26 years old. He's from the New Haven area, and he's quite successful. And he's one of these cats that made a fortune off of what is it called? Something like how you buy your houses online.
Okay, and, so what is he doing? Flipping houses or?
No, you know what? If you go online, you want to sell your house, you go online, and you.
Talking about that, taxes in Waterbury practically doubled. Insane. What are they doing?
Oh,
my real estate taxes.
Oh, really?
Waterbury. What is going on? Yeah. Don't they know that we're in a recession? Help us out.
No, we're not in a recession, but people are just. No, we're not technically in a recession. People are imagining that. You say it enough, you say stuff enough, and people will be like, "Oh yeah." Like, no, that's not true. y'all are just regurgitating foolishness. Well, but anyway, this young man is, gosh,
no, it's
a term really for him. He's young. He's 26, and in less than 3 years, his firm has grown and spread into several sectors: wholesale cash buying, build to rent, property management, institutional investing, portfolio sales, and Alpha Actions, which is his new nonprofit arm. To help, where help is needed, like what nonprofits do. So I'm very interested in him. So, yeah.
He has an article he wrote for LinkedIn here.
Oh, I'm glad you found that.
Alpha Capital pushes investing as antidote to bank inertia. So
yeah. So interesting. I'm all for innovation, Harry. As long as it doesn't rip people off, I'm for it.
Yeah, right. As long as it's not 2008 all over again.
Yeah, as long as it's not a scam or a hustle, and people are unwittingly, divorced of their money and their capital. I'm here for innovation in housing, buying, and housing people, and So he's gonna come on. He's gonna talk about, what he does and how he does it and why he does it. So I'm interested in hearing about it. Little end of the year capitalistic thought in a good way. So I know we're gonna take a break. We'll come back and we'll be talking to the talented Mr. Tyler Smith, from New Haven. I'm happy to be talking to him. So, right. I think he's my only guest this week. My only guest. I wanted to get him in before the end of the year. And so we're gonna take a break. We're gonna play Harry's gonna play all the whatever we're gonna play, and it's some Christmas music.
Christmas music. We Harry Belafonte, I heard the bells on Christmas Day is about to play.
Listen, we're here for it.
Yeah, and for those on Facebook, just look for the link. We're gonna restart the stream. So but everybody on the radio, we're right here. We ain't going nowhere, baby. Listen to that Christmas music. We'll be right back. You're listening to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio.
The words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. I thought this day had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rung so long the unbroken song